when a mother curses her child, that curse is very difficult to reverse. It is true that when a father curses a child, it is also very difficult to reverse the curse. But when the mother curses the child or her child, it is so difficult to reverse such curse because the child has a direct link with the mother. It was the umbilical cord that connected the child, who was once a fetus in the womb of the mother, to the mother. The father has connection with the child because the child carries the blood of the father. But when it comes to the connection between the child and the mother, it was the umbilical cord that once fed the child while the child was a fetus in the womb of the mother. And so when a mother places her hand on her belly or the womb or cast a spell in that form or in that manner, it is very difficult to reverse that curse because the life that the child has today was given to him or her by the mother. That is why a child doesn't become a child. When the child is aborted, that is the decision of a mother to abort the child. If the decision of the mother is to abort the fetus, the clot of blood, that child can never become a human being once aborted. So if the mother has the right to decide whether a clot of blood in her womb will live to become a person or not, the same way that mother has the right to decide again, to decide the life of a child. So, because of that right given to the mother to decide the life of a person or the child, it is very difficult when a curse or a spell from the same mother goes against the child to reverse. It is so difficult to reverse such curses. Why? Because she still maintains that legal right, that divine authority over the child. So there is something we mostly talk about in the book of Ecclesiastes where we talked about chapter 12, verse number 6 to 9. Let's say first 6 to 9, where we had something called the silver cord. The silver cord connecting the body to the soul and then the spirit of any man or woman living on earth today. The same way, you see, when the silver cord is broken or disconnected, man loses its right or his right or her right to exist on earth because the spirit and the soul cannot come back to the body. And so when we dream and we see ourselves somewhere, it is the spirit, right? That and the soul that we see somewhere, but the body is still lying in the room. And so once the body is still lying in the room and then the spirit and the soul is somewhere, it takes a pathway. That is what is called the silver cord. That pathway is what connects the spirit and soul back to the body. And so when that silver cord is broken, it is believed that man or woman loses his or her life. When we cause our mothers so much pain, so much so that they can pronounce certain curses, like you, my child, because of so and so that you have done, you will never prosper. That curse is very difficult to be reversed. That curse is so difficult to reverse in the sense that they have that divine right to decide whether you should live long or not. That is why it is said that obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Then the next thing is honor your mother and your father. For this is the first commandment with promise, so that your days on earth will be long. So the days on earth, if it will be long or it would not be long, it is dependent on someone. So anyone who wants long days on earth should start honoring the mother. And so when you cause your mother pain, and your mother should speak out of pain and cast certain spells on you or curse you, that curse is very difficult to be reversed. But what if I get a powerful man of God or a powerful spiritualist? That powerful spiritualist can reverse the curse. No, it takes only the forgiveness of a mother to reverse the curse. It is only when your mother decides to forgive you, that is when the curse can be reversed or the spell can be reversed. And so what I'm saying is that curses can be reversed. But when the curse is coming from a mother, when the curse was pronounced by a mother, that curse is so hard to reverse because your mother once ago, when you were a clot of blood in her womb, had the right to abort you, to seize you from becoming a human being. And so, if she maintains that right, even when you are a human being, once she casts a spell on you or pronounces a curse against you, that legal or divine right given to your mother will still function. It will still work. And so I would entreat everybody watching this video that curses can be reversed. But when the curse is coming from a mother, because they have been given superior and divine authority and right over us, when they pronounce a curse against us, that curse becomes so much difficult and almost impossible to be reversed, except under one condition, that is, when they decide to forgive us. And then they begin to reverse every word. And even when they have forgiven us, they have to reverse the words. Reverse the word. Place their hand on us and now pronounce blessings upon us. Pronounce blessings upon us. The curses from a father is also very difficult to reverse, but it is not as much difficult as when the curse was pronounced by a mother. A mother. So I would entreat everyone to go through or take a retrospective thought and then begin to think back to see if there was a day when they did something and the mother pronounced something against them, and they should assess their life to see if it is that which is working today against them. So everyone watching this video, let us do our possible best to honor our parents, to honor our, especially our mothers. The reason is that if we do not honor them, let us not also cause them pain. But if we decide to cause them pain and then they pronounce words against us, cast spells upon us, these things, these spells and curses are very and almost impossible to be reversed. If care is not taken, we cannot even reverse them because they maintain that divine right. Don't forget, we didn't have the right to choose a parent to give birth to us. No one on earth today had the right to choose the parent to be born by because we did not choose the kind of mother that we would want us to be born by. The same way we cannot do anything by the curses. It was given to them. The right, the divine right was given to them by divine authority. And that is why it is said we should honor them. If we do not honor them and we allow or we incur their wrath and they pronounce curses against us, trust you me and believe what I'm saying. That curse would always or almost be impossible to be reversed. And so let us endeavor to do our best not to incur spells or not to permit our mothers to pronounce curses against us.